So, farmer's walk. This is also part of offset loading here. My load's only on one side. So now, trying to hold on to that bar, we've got to make sure we're not like this. Yep, so this doesn't matter if you've got kettlebell, dumbbell or anything. Trying to be nice and tall and deliberate with your steps, especially while you're building up that movement competency as you're going through. Obviously being aware of our surroundings here, but trying to be deliberate. When you can move safely, you can then start adding speed. Reason why this is working, or why we go for this, is working that opposing side of my trunk now to not fall over. Outside of that, your legs are working, especially when you have your hip tilt, creating that core engagement, my grip strength, my arm, my shoulders. So you can do 2 bars, but you could do them in different placements to still keep that in offset load. One could be up, one can be down. Again, we could have different positions, so not just looking at 1 bar, we could have 2. So if you're overhead, you have to be much more careful on how you're walking, because it's quite hard to balance and control that. You'll feel more balanced with something else on your other side, but if you do overhead, I'll tell you how this sort of works out in terms of load. Overhead, whether you're using kettlebells, dumbbells or barbells, overhead is your lightest weight because it's the hardest variation. From what you would call this rack position, so where the shoulder is, that's your medium weight. Down here by your side in that suitcase position is your heaviest weight. That's where most people are going to be their strongest. Yep, so you think heavy, medium, light. You can then vary through all of those using 1 or 2 bars, bells, dumbbells, anything that you're choosing to do. Holding on to plates themselves in a pinch grip, for instance, if you really want to work grip. So you have different variations that you can work in there. But for now, try that suitcase, deadlift, farmer's walk. Try keep nice and still and tall.